Now, question 3. We're given that Z1 is 5 plus 2i and that Z2 is negative 2 plus 5i. The first thing we want to do is plot them on an argon diagram. So Z1 is 5 plus 2i. So that's just here. Now usually when you plot complex numbers on an argon diagram, you plot them as vectors. So you have a line drawing to the origin and then put an arrow on it. Negative 2 plus 5i, negative 2 add 5i. Same thing, put a line from the origin to the point and pop an arrow on it and then label it. So this one was Z1 and this one was Z2. The next part said describe the geometric relationship between Z1 and Z2. And that is a geometric relationship, not an algebraic relationship. The algebraic relationship is really the subject of part C. So if we wanted to look at Z1 going to Z2, then we could say that that's a 90 degrees anti-clockwise rotation about O. In future, you'll get questions that are worded such that you'll know that you need to write in this form and not just say that these are perpendicular to each other. The vectors may be perpendicular to each other, but Z1 and Z2 are not perpendicular to each other, the actual points that represent the complex numbers. To get from this one to this one, you do need to do this rotation. Then in part C, I should actually say that that's Z1 to Z2 because you may have decided to give it the other way as Z2 to Z1. Let's go for part C now. We were asked to find W such that Z1W is equal to Z2. Now some people just spotted straight away that W could be I. But if you didn't spot that, just think about the following. How would you solve 4x equals 12? I'd suggest that what you do is divide both sides by 4. So here, just divide both sides by Z1, like so. And so what we have is negative 2 add 5i divided by 5 plus 2i. And then multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of 5 plus 2i. So we have negative 2 plus 5i multiplied by 5 minus 2i over 5 plus 2i, 5 minus 2i. So on the top that gives me negative 10 add 25i. Then we'll get minus 10i squared. Well, that's going to become plus 10 because I squared is negative 1. And then finally, we get plus 4i. That's divided by, remember this is a difference of two squares, so it's just going to be 25. Take away 4i squared. So real parts cancel here, and we get 29i. On the bottom, I squared is negative 1, so that becomes a plus 4. So that's 29, and then the answer is I.